everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today we are taking on side quests here at Highbridge, since we have wrapped up the bulk of the main story in the Highbridge area. So let's go ahead and get started with Helmheart. What do you have for us today? Helmheart of Highbridge could use an adventurer's assistance with a hair-raising problem. Lovely, what's going on? You, yes you, adventurer, I need you to fetch 3 bottles of Furball blood, and do so with all haste. Where to find Furball blood, you ask? Why, from Furballs, of course. Now hurry, this is a matter of life and death. Oh, okay. I will do what I can as fast as I can then. Let's hurry off and see if we can find these Furballs. Okay, so Furballs, I believe we fought them for a hunting log recently, are going to be on this side of Highbridge. Just all over the place. They're these little snom looking creatures. So let's get to work on fighting them. And thankfully all my combat classes are now up to at least level 26. So we've got a little bit of buffer on the main story, which is nice. But I do want to try and keep building that buffer up. Getting those extra levels as much as I can. I've done quite a few of available combat leaves, which has helped a lot, but still would like to get that buffer a little bit bigger. Alright, got all the Furball blood we need. Let's get back to Helmheart. And yeah, looks like there's not too many quests in the Highbridge area, to be honest. We might actually be able to, once we're done here, make our way down to Little Mhigo and start on quests in that area as well, which would be nice. Well, have you brought the Furball blood I asked for? If so, then hand it over, and quickly now. Of course I brought the Furball blood. Here you go. At long last, my friend, you're a godsend. Now, how did it go? Ah yes, stir twice, a dash of spittle, shake thrice more, and voila! Well, what are you waiting for, my friend? Grab yourself a dollop and start spreading. My scalp cries out for succor. Oh, and do not try to miss the spot. Do try not to miss the spot. Life or death. What? I'm sorry, Furball blood? Spit? Ground marrow? What is this? Why is it going on your scalp? Oh god, stop, please. My, that tingles. Why, I can already feel my pores opening. No time at all, I'll have flowing locks of foam long. You're not, no, this is not going to make you grow hair. I can't thank you enough, friend. What with the sun beating down the way it does in these parts, a bald pate? How is that pronounced? Please tell me. I've seen that word before, but I've never figured it out. Is a potentially fatal affliction. Okay, that's fair. Alright, we finished that off. We can get a weak blinding potion if we want, but no, I'm going for the money. Alright, looks like Helmheart has another quest for us. We're not doing that quest for a while. No, we're not doing it level 41 yet. So then, next up, let's go ahead and talk to Claudian. What do you got for us? You're staring out at those, ooh. The statues are really pretty, the old sunken forgotten city. The researcher Claudian could use an adventurer's assistance in dispatching some bothersome birds. Do not look down, Claudian. You must not. You will not. You cannot look. Ah! By the 12, my good woman, you frightened me half to death. Well, you must forgive me. I've been a bit restless of late, what with those winged nightmares swooping in from every which direction, pecking and poking and pricking at me. I might as well pack up my instruments and go home, as I won't be getting an ounce of research done. If, however, a kind adventurer like yourself were to use these scarecrows to drive the birds away, it would be another story. What do you say? Sure, I can help drive off some birds so you can get your research done. So it looks like we're going to need to set them on the far side of Highbridge. And yeah, no, I don't blame you for not wanting to look down. That is a very deep chasm. I don't want to look down myself either, to be honest. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes I do get... my fear of heights does get triggered by video games on occasion, which is wild, and huge props to the video games that are able to do that to me, because that is really impressive, given that they are not real. But alright, let's go ahead and set up one scarecrow here, and then the rest are going to be down along the cliffside, which I think we've been down there maybe once before. But in order to get down into the lower levels of Highbridge's cliffside, we need to... Where is the staircase? It's going to be in the actual area. Here we go, right over here. Staircase right next to the bridge. Let's just descend alongside the cliffside, and we can start setting up some scarecrows down here. Hey, there's Claudian. Hi, Claudian. You staying safe over there? No birds pestering you? Don't worry, I'm about half done. Alright, now where is that last? Ah, perfect, right over here. Alright, let's get back to Claudian and let him know the deed is done. The birds should be leaving this area alone. Though technically, hang on, if the birds are willing to poke at people, would a scarecrow actually scare them off? I don't think a scarecrow would actually scare them off if they are willing to peck people. Well, we'll just have to see how Claudian reports it. Do not look. Oh, you've seen to the birds, have you? Splendid work, friend. Now head back down and return to return to my research. Worry not, I'll be along any moment now. Be on your way. All right, well, let's see. Let's go ahead and see what we've got. That is tank gear, and it's weaker than what we have on now as a pugilist. Yeah, it'll be easiest just to look at gear for whatever role we currently have on. And we're doing DPS right now. Speaking of, let's check. What are our levels at? Pugilist, Gladiator, Lancer, Archer, and Conjurer are all at level 26. Everything else is higher. Alright, Claudian, what do you got for us next? Did that not work? Claudian needs to secure additional resources for his research. Alright then. Greetings. Thanks to you, friend, my research has finally gone off the ground. So many discoveries to be made and ancient wonders to be restored. And yet I have only these two hands with which to do my work. If only I could convince the Order of the potential significance of my work, perhaps I would be willing to dispatch aid. I have here a report of my findings thus far. Might you be so kind as to deliver to Kyokyozo at Thal's Respite? Now, here's a question. I'm pretty sure this is an accent thing, but is it respite or respite? I've heard both. I use respite. I think it's just an accent thing, but I am also curious about that. Okay, let's report over to Kyokyozo, and hopefully we'll get some good news for Claudian. Alright, Kyokyozo, not an N in there. Where are you? Just up in that building, I'm assuming? Right at the entrance of the cave known as Thal's Respite. Hello, Kyokyozo! Welcome, adventurer. May you find respite from your hardships. I have a report for you. You bring a report from Claudian of Highbridge? A most welcome surprise, indeed. I was prepared to wait months before that young one made any significant progress. What's this? The ruins date back to the latter Belladian era, and house the final resting place of Lalafuta IV himself? The historical implications of this research are beyond anything the Order had imagined. I must arrange for additional researchers and supplies to be sent to Highbridge immediately. Well, Sounds like that was a roaring success. Okay, let's report on back to Highbridge, and there should be one more quest over there that I saw another one of the merchants had available. Alright, back on the west side of Highbridge, our next quest, and what appears to be the last in the area, though there's two more I'm expecting to appear possibly after this one. Hello there, Gogoshu, what do you got for us? The researcher Gogoshu could use an adventurer's assistance in dispatching some bothersome buzzards. The birds are still not dealt with? We've been dispatched by the Order of Naldthal to conduct a thorough investigation of these ruins. We've only begun to scratch the surface, yet it is already clear that they house countless untold secrets from the age of Balladia. Secrets which will remain hidden forever if something is not done about those accursed buzzards. Ever since they began nesting across the chasm, we have spent more hours wiping their droppings off our tomes than doing research of any sort. I ask you not to eradicate the entire species. The buzzard is a clever bird, slay 4 or so, and I suspect the rest of the flock will find somewhere else to roost. Alright, sounds like a plan. Just knock out 4 of them, and they should all know better and leave. But yeah, I believe this quest, as well as Claudian's pair of quests, will be what unlocks the next 2 quests in the Highbridge area. I am disappointed that the scarecrows weren't sufficient, but again, I kind of expected that. Hello there, chasm buzzards! I'm sorry, but you are an incredible nuisance and need to perish. There's 1. 2. Looks like 1 has decided to join the fray. Hello there, friend. And just 1 left. Let's go for that one since it's relatively on its own. Oh, god damn it, it's on me before I could use my meditation. There we go, that should be all of them. Let's get back to Gogoshu. I like that you can see Uldal way off in the distance. It's clearly a long trek away, but I like that it is visible from here. That's a good detail. Actually, I'm curious, can you see... No, that's just the rocks that protect Halatali. Okay. Nah, Little Alamigo's rocks are too small to see from here, I think. Hello there, Gogoshu. I return with good news about the buzzards. Free of savage peckings and buzzard droppings at last. I cannot thank you enough, friend. When I make my next historic discovery, you may take pride in knowing that you helped make it possible. Awesome, yeah, I'm always glad to help. And looks like we're going for the money from you. Alright, are those quests available now? They are available! Awesome, let's get back over there to Kyokyozo. Alright, Kyokyozo, I return, and I suspect you have more work for me. Now that I've helped out both of your researchers back at the canyon. Sister Kyokyozo of the Order of Naldthal seeks an adventure to slay creatures who are scaring away potential pilgrims to Thal's Respite. Adventurers, merchants, travelers, Thal's Respite is always open to those who seek a momentary reprieve from the hardships of the road. In the past, we welcomed countless multitudes through these doors. Sadly, the growing presence of hostile beast tribes and savage creatures now deters many from making the pilgrimage. A shame, is it not? Perhaps you could come to our aid. The most fearsome of the local fauna is the axebeak. Were you to thin the flock, say by 4 birds or so, I do believe these holes would be far more approachable. Alright, let's do it. We've got plenty of axebeaks lurking around for us to hunt, so let's get murdering. Let's use that twin snakes, and then we can start using our steel peak. There's 1. And there's the other 2 we want to hunt. I know I've said in the past that I want to keep Final Fantasy XIV a low effort, low editing let's play. But I did just have a thought on how to make this a little bit less tedious, I suppose. I don't know, I might try it. Probably not in this episode, because it would require me not talking at this very moment, but oh well. Alright then, got all of our axe beaks done. Let's go report back to Kyokyozo about the good news. Hello there. My adventuring friend, a traveling merchant and his family just walked through our doors not moments ago. Each encounter is a blessing that would not have come to pass had those fearsome fowl continued to run rampant outside our halls. For this, I thank you. Yeah, of course, anytime. And we get some dye for it. And Kyokyozo has one more quest for us. Sister Kyokyozo seeks an adventure to deliver a missive to Highbridge. I am loath to trouble you again, but you have proven yourself a friend to the Order. I have an urgent missive to be delivered to Hihibaru of Highbridge. Or to be precise, a petition. The Order would entreat Highwind Skyways to establish regular flights between Highbridge and Ul'dah. Such flights would greatly ease the travels of pilgrims to Thal's Respite, not to mention stimulate commerce in the area. It is for the latter reason that we believe Hihibaru and his fellow merchants will lend us their support. Go now, and may the traders watch over your journey. That is a pretty big ask, honestly, to get airship travel to this pretty remote area, to be honest. There is definitely a tourism aspect to it, given the beautiful statues that have been uncovered, but it still is very much a big ask. I wonder if Highwind Skyways would even go for it. Regardless, let's go talk to Hihibaru and see if we have any luck there. Alright, Hihibaru, I have a petition for you. A message from Sister Kyokyozo? Whatever business could the Order have with a common trader like me? It's a petition about about establishing air travel here. Well, I'll be. A petition for regular airship service between Highbridge and Ul'dah. Ha! The idea is so bloody brilliant I'm right ashamed not to have thought it up myself. Business would simply go through the roof. I'll add my signature and deliver it to Highwind Skyway straight away. Now, if only someone would deal with his bloody Keycairn, Highbridge would be a trader's paradise. Alright, glad to see you're on board. Hopefully it goes well for you, because I don't want to see you suffering out here, but I also have doubts that it will be a successful petition. Alright, that should be all the side quests that we can do, that we're at the appropriate level to do, in the East Thanalan area. So let's report on to Little Mhigo next for our next set of side quests. Alright, we're coming up on Little Mhigo now, here in Southern Thanalan. We're coming in through the northeastern entrance, though the proper main entrance is through the south central right up to the Aetheryte there. So I believe there are 4 side quests I specifically want to take care of in the area. Not 100% sure they're all available at this point, but we will see for sure. Alright, so first off, we have Annabelle. You've got a quest for us. What do you got? Annabelle of the Immortal Flames has a task for a stalwart adventure. Alright, what do you got for us? Adventure, I would have your ear. Have you perchance visited the ruins south of here? It is said that they date back to the area of the Balladians. As a student of history, I was delighted when my superior sent me there on patrol. My delight soon turned to dread, however, when I discovered the terrible truth. These ruins are haunted. Yes, you heard me right. Spectres of Balladia haunt the place to this day, and my limited training has hardly prepared me to face such horrors. Would you be so obliging as to take this holy water and shepherd the lost souls to Thal's realm? Oh goody, we're dealing with the dead. Okay, let's hope this goes well. I'm a little concerned. And yes, I can confirm that I see all of the side quests I wanted to do are on my minimap, so we should be good. Alright, so she was referring to these ruins right over here. we need to slay a tempered sword and a tempered brand. If they're tempered, I don't think they're souls of the dead. That sounds more like soldiers tempered by Ifrit, given Ifrit is the primary deity in this area. Alright, let's go ahead and use, oh god, blessed water on the tempered, oh my god, okay. This is a mess. Let's try and limit the number of enemies we're fighting at once. Good thing I didn't go after that tempered sword yet. Okay, let's use blessed water on you. Oh, you're annoying. Oh, you're really annoying. Okay, blessed water, blessed water, blessed water. Gotcha! Alright, that's a big penalty to you. Don't mind if I take advantage of that. And we got our bloodbath up. Keeping us nice and healed up. This is definitely a bit rough. You can see by the icon to the left of Tempered Brand's level. Icons like that are next to every enemy's level. And they generally give you an idea of whether an enemy is peaceful or hostile, and how dangerous they... Oh my god, why? How dangerous they are to fight. If it's a red icon, they are hostile and will attack you on sight. If it is a blue icon, they are peaceful and will leave you alone unless you attack them. And more intricate icons, like these icons are pretty intricate, and red, means they are far more difficult. An example I think of, oh my god, okay. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. I hate both of you. You suck. Yeah, you can see that their icons are fairly intricate, so they are a fairly dangerous group, unfortunately. Let's wait till we're healed up. But yeah, an example I can think of... You know what? This person's helping, so let's join in. An example I can think of a peaceful enemy with an intricate icon to indicate they are difficult is Scarred Entelopes over in the South Shroud, just south of Buscaran Struthers. Yes, I am still saying Entelopes, because yes, my brain is broken. Yeah, Scarred Entelopes down there have a pretty intricate icon, which is also blue, so you can tell they are a peaceful enemy, but if you attack, they are quite dangerous for their level. It's a useful little feature that's not really ever explained in-game, but you can probably pick up on it somewhat intuitively, if you're paying attention to it. Remarkable! You adventurers truly are as valiant as they say. I must devote myself to my training that one day I too may be capable of such deeds. I respect that. I respect that motivation quite a bit. Okay, next quest we're going to be taking care of is going to be down this way. Emilo! Ooh, that is not one of the quests I was looking for, actually. That's a level 27 quest, so I'm gonna save that for a bit. Hihira? Yeah, Hihira, you got the quest I'm looking for. Hihira would seek your help in her attempt to provide aid to the refugees. Friend, hear my plea. As you have no doubt observed, many poor souls in this camp suffer from afflictions most grievous. Indeed, it is to deliver them from succor that I have made the journey here from Ul'dah. And yet, I fear that my efforts thus far have been for naught. The residents are most distrustful of outsiders, particularly those hailing from Ul'dah. Not without reason, given what I've seen of how Ul'dah treats the refugees. They look upon my medicine as if it were poison. Were an adventurer such as yourself to deliver the elixir, perhaps they would be willing to accept it. I have no one else to turn to. Would you go in my stead? Well, I will probably have to be honest that it's from you, but I will do my best. Hello there, Berold. I have some medicine. My throat. It burns. I got some tonic for you. I hope it helps. Medicine, you say? I'd sooner drink sandworm piss than that Ul'dah swill. Well, that was a failure. Hihira already off to a bad start. I'm sorry. If we can help even one person, then that's something, but... Alright, looks like the other two refugees who have illnesses that we need to treat are going to be over in the eastern wing. Probably upstairs, I'm guessing. We'll find at least one of them. Or both. Hello there, Otalin. I can't breathe. Don't worry, I have some tonic. I don't know how it is a cure-all, but another phony elixir cooked up by those Ul'Dan quacks. Be gone from my sight. Yeah, this isn't working very well at all. Arcavius, will you take some medicine? What is it, outsider? Come to mock us in our suffering? Go ahead and laugh. Laugh to your heart's content. I've got medicine? That's what I think of you outsiders and your medicine. I'd rather die with dignity than owe my life to Ul'Dan. Honestly, yeah. It was already said that they don't trust outsiders. I'm an outsider, so I'm not sure why Hihira really expected much better. I guess since I'm not technically affiliated with Ul'Dan, but... sorry, Hihira. Looks like they're not taking the help, and again, given how Ul'Dan's treated them so far, I can't say I blame them. So, what next? No luck, I see. Take heart, friend. You did what you could. Age-old wounds are not healed so easily, but I must not give up this cause. I respect that. I highly respect that you are doing your best and trying. Alright, Hihira has one more quest for us. Hihira wonders if there might be another remedy that the refugees might accept. After giving the matter some thought, it has struck me that perhaps it is not me that the refugees so distrust, but rather the medicine itself. I think they distrust that it's associated with Ul'Dan specifically. At least one of them said they didn't want to owe their life to Ul'Dan. The Alamegans are wary of outsiders, as is true, yet I suspect it is the thought of ingesting an alchemical concoction of Ul'Dan make that frightens them most of all. Yeah, exactly. A naive girl's wishful thinking, perhaps, but it is the only hope I have. There's a kindly old refugee by the name of Alphen, the only one thus far to accept my treatment. Might you speak with him and ask if there is any truth to my theory? I mean, fair enough, but I could probably tell you already that it's a correct theory. Or hypothesis, rather. I don't like the way that theory is used in casual use. I understand why it's used like that. I have a background in science, so Hail there, young one. What brings one as hale and hearty as yourself to this God's forsaken place? Ah, Hihira. In me years, I've seen many an outsider come and go, but none quite like that girl. I don't begrudge me countrymen their judgments, of course. Gods know they've seen Ul'Dan at its worst. But it's clear even to me clouded old eyes that the girl means well, and I can't bring myself to scorn her good intentions. But forgive me, you were asking about medicine, were you not? We Alamegans aren't much for alchemy, but we've got our fair share of remedies passed down through the years. Steep the fruit of a sabotender in hot water, for instance, and you get a tea that'll soothe the worst of fevers. Call it an old man's hunch, but I've a feeling that even the most stubborn of me countrymen would gladly down a cup of cactus tea, even if it were for the Ul'Dan lass who did the brewing. Alright, sounds good. Familiarity, always good, especially when you are in such a dire circumstance. Shows respect for their customs and their own medicines and treatments. So, I guess let's head out and fight some sabotenders, so we can claim their fruits. And I am very willing to bet that you could very easily use Ul'Dan alchemy to make medicine from sabotenders that has much similar effects to the cactus tea that the Alamegans drink. Old-timey remedies are great. I know in the modern day, in like Western countries like the US, and really I can't speak for anyone outside of the US, but I know in like the US we're used to having like pharmaceutical medicines produced in a lab. But we discovered those medicines as a species in society through just the medicinal properties of natural substances. Like, for example, possibly this cactus. These cacti. And then we were able to identify the active ingredients and distill it into a specific medicine. But there's definitely, I wouldn't say it's correct concern, but there is valid concern in the way pharmaceuticals are created. Not to like push anti-medicine bullshit, because medicine is great. The medicines do work. but there's definitely value in like the natural sources and knowing where the medicines originally come from. And when you are as distrustful as Ul'dah as these people are, the familiar, what they know works, is definitely a good starting point. A traditional Alamegan remedy made from steeping the fruit of a sabotender in hot water. Why, I had no idea. I owe Alphen my gratitude. Alright, well, here's the fruit so you can get to work on that tea. And then I suspect you want me to deliver it. 1, 2, 3 cups of cactus tea. Oh, I do hope I've not overbrewed this. Please, friend, deliver the tea to the suffering refugees. Will do. I imagine you've probably worn your welcome a little bit thin by this point, but hopefully this will help a bit. Me throat! You again! I told you I'd sooner drink. Cactus tea. You would rather drink cactus tea. I heard you loud and clear. Is that cactus tea I smell? Well, stop dawdling and hand it over. Can't you see I'm suffering here? Don't worry, I got your cactus tea. Alright, next ones we're going to be up in the upper floor of the eastern wing. Let's do it. But yeah, no, like I was saying earlier, there's value in knowing where the original medicines derive from, that modern pharmaceuticals are made from. And, again, the familiarity is definitely good, and if you don't have access to pharmaceutical technology, or if it's too expensive, natural remedies, they exist, they worked for a reason. Pharmaceuticals are just a refined and concentrated form. Odalin, I bring you some... You tell the Ul'dah wench that I'll have none of her foul alchemy. But you will have some delicious cactus tea. Cactus tea? And just like my dear mom used to brew it. I don't know where you came by this, but you're a godsend. Alright, hopefully that helps out. And I forget what ailment I gave you with my voice. I'll go to the grave before I'm gulled by old Don Quackery. Don't worry, I bring you some cactus tea. Old Alphen's recipe, no doubt. I'll drink it, but if the old Dawn girl thinks a cup of tea can heal years of suffering, she'd best think again. Fair enough. Obviously, it's going to take time to heal the wounds, and there's probably plenty of old Dawn who want to keep those wounds open, but we can at least try. Alright, back to Hihira, and report that the deed is done and the tea has been delivered. Hopefully this starts to bridge that gap that you've been experiencing. They truly drank it. Oh, how I've waited for this day. Even I am not so foolish as to think that I have earned the trust of all the refugees, but on the long road to peace and understanding, even the smallest step matters. Yeah, you've got a good head on your shoulders. I think you're gonna do good here. They deserve help and support, and whatever they need until they're able to get themselves back on their feet. Okay, last thing we are doing for today is we're going to be picking up the leave quests here in Little Ala-Mhigo. We're going to be doing the introductory quest in order to unlock them. Hello, Esmond. Esmond, the local leave quest representative in Little Ala-Mhigo, is seeking an adventure to undertake guild leaves. Greetings and welcome to Little Ala-Mhigo. My name is Esmond, and I represent the Adventurers Guild. The people here need any and all help that happens their way. Might you have come to lend a hand? If so, you must first undertake a trial leave quest to prove yourself capable of surviving the many terrors of Thanalan. This task should serve as an adequate test. What say you, adventurer? I think I can do it. Let's do Necrologos the Noctambulist. Be warned that Voidsen will tear free of its prison. That the Voidsen will tear free of its prison once all the pages have been assembled. Prepare yourself well. So, what we are doing with Necrologos series leave quest. I've actually already done 2 of these in the Southern Shroud, but the way these work is we need to collect the pages of a torn up book called the Necrologos, which has some pretty terrifying powers. And once we've assembled all of the pages, a void scent which is sealed inside the book will break free, and we need to destroy it. Basically, removing the plague of the void scent from the region. There are 2 instances of this leave quest series over in South Shroud, so there's quite a bit to this. It's an ongoing leave quest line, but Again, I'm not really showing leave quests on screen since they're repeatable quests and there's so many of them. Okay, let's get this leave quest started. Necrologos the Noctambulus. And we've got 5 pages to gather from Corpse Brigade. Let's do it. There's one, giving us our first page. There's a treasure coffer there I want to grab. Let's get you for a potion of intelligence. Then we need, hang on, is there another one? There's another one right there. Hello. Okay. That's 3. There's another one right here. Oh my gosh, they just keep respawning. You know what? I'm gonna go up and take care of the couple up here. I don't need to be taking care of the same exact enemies over and over. I'll take care of the same exact enemies in a different location. That sounds far more appealing. Okay, one more for the last page, and then the Void Scent will be summoned. Okay, last page? Where's that Void Scent? No, that didn't give me the page, actually. Okay, let's try that again. Give me your page of the Necrologos. There we go. Now where is that Void Scent? There you are, Lesser Void Scent. Let's get this done. And the Void Scent is dead, completing the trial leave. Fantastic, let's get back to Esmond, report in, and get our experience. You appear to have been through a great deal. This reward should help lift your spirits. Alright, we get a reward, lots of money, lots of experience, well, I guess some money and lots of experience, and some velveteen tights. That might be good for our magic casters. It's clear that you should have no difficulty completing my other guild leaves. I see no need to test you further. Little Mhigo will benefit from any aid you can provide. Pray come to me should you desire more work. And I will likely be doing most, if not all of those off screen, like between this episode and the next one, honestly. And with that, that is more than everything I wanted to cover today. So next time on Final Fantasy XIV, we are here in Little Mhigo already. How perfect, how convenient. And we're going to be taking on our next main scenario quest from Giselbert as we try to find a way to ingratiate ourselves with Little Mhigo a little bit more so we can get some information on the mysterious Ascian La Habrea who is believed to have been spotted in the area, or is believed to be working with some of the Little Mhigans. I will see everyone next time for that.